Hi, everyone.
Today, we talk about something small but very powerful.
Small habits.
A habit is something you do every day.
For example, you drink water when you wake up. That is a habit.
Or you check your phone every morning. That is also a habit.
Some habits are good. Some habits are not so good.
Today, we learn easy words for habits.
And we learn how small habits can change your life.
I'm Sharon.
And I'm Sulafat.
This is English the natural way.
Let's start.
Section 1. What is a habit?
First, let's understand the word habit.
A habit is something you do again and again.
You don't think about it, you just do it.
For example, brushing your teeth. You do this every day.
You don't say, "Should I brush my teeth today?" You just do it.
That is a habit.
Here are simple sentences with the word habit.
I have a habit of drinking coffee every morning.
She has a bad habit. She bites her nails.
It's hard to break a habit.
Break a habit means to stop doing it.
It's easy to start a new habit, but hard to keep it.
Good. Now you know, give up a bad habit, pick up a good one.
Section 3. Why small habits are powerful.
Now, the most important part. Why are small habits so powerful?
Many people think, I need to make a big change.
I need to run 5 kilometers every day.
I need to read 3 books every week.
But big changes are hard, very hard.
And often, people stop after 1 week.
This is why small habits are better.
A small habit is easy to do every day.
For example, instead of run 5 kilometers, you say, put on my shoes and walk outside for 5 minutes.
That is easy. Anyone can do that.
And here is the magic. Small habits grow.
5 minutes becomes 10 minutes.
10 minutes becomes 20 minutes.
1 walk becomes a daily walk.
Let's learn a phrase for this. Step by step.
Step by step means slowly, one small part at a time.
I am learning English step by step.
She built her business step by step.
Another phrase, little by little.
Little by little means slowly, in small amounts.
Little by little, my English is getting better.
Little by little, he saved money for a new car.
These phrases are very natural in English. Use them.
Section 4. Real conversations about habits.
Let's practice with real conversations.
Situation 1. 2 friends talking about exercise.
I want to exercise more, but I never have time.
Start small, just 5 minutes a day. You don't need 1 hour.
Really? Just 5 minutes?
Yes, 5 minutes is better than 0 minutes, step by step.
Okay, I will try tomorrow morning.
Good conversation, simple and helpful.
Situation 2. A mother and her son.
Son, I always forget to drink water.
Mother, try this. Put a water bottle next to your bed. Drink it when you wake up.
Son, that's a good idea. A small habit.
Exactly. Little by little, you will drink more water every day.
Situation 3. 2 coworkers at the office.
A. I want to read more books this year.
B. How many pages do you read now?
A. 0. I never read.
B. Start with 1 page a day. Just 1.
A. 1 page? That's very easy.
B. Yes, and after 1 month, you read 30 pages. After 1 year, you read a book.
Wow, I never thought about it like that.
This is the power of small habits. Small steps, big results.
Section 5. How to start a new small habit. Now let's learn some tips. How can you start a new small habit?
Tip 1. Make it small.
Very small. So small it feels easy.
Not read a book every day, just read 1 page every day.
Tip 2. Do it at the same time every day.
For example, after breakfast or before bed.
This helps your brain remember.
Tip 3. Connect it to something you already do.
For example, after I brush my teeth, I will do 10 squats.
You already brush your teeth every day, so it's easy to add a new small habit after it.
Tip 4. Don't break the chain.
Don't break the chain means try not to miss a day.
If you do your habit every day, you build a chain of days.
Day 1, day 2, day 3. Don't break it.
But, and this is important, if you miss one day, that's okay.
Don't give up completely. Just start again the next day.
It's okay to fall down, just get back up.
This is a very common English saying. It means mistakes happen, but keep trying.
Tip 5. Celebrate small wins.
A win is a success, even a small one.
When you do your habit for 7 days, celebrate.
Tell a friend. Give yourself a small reward.
This makes your brain happy and you want to continue. Section 6. Habits and feelings.
Habits are not only about actions, they are also about feelings.
Habits are not only about actions, they are also about feelings.
When you have good habits, you often feel more confident.
Confident means you believe in yourself.
After 1 month of exercise, I feel more confident.
When you break a bad habit, you often feel proud.
I'm proud of myself. I didn't check my phone before bed this week.
Small habits also reduce stress.
Stress means feeling worried or under pressure.
My morning routine helps me feel less stress. Let's hear a short conversation about feelings and habits.
A. How do you feel after your morning walk?
B. Calm and ready for the day.
A. Just a 10-minute walk does that?
B. Yes, it's a small habit, but it changes my whole mood.
A. I want to try that too.
B. Start tomorrow, just 10 minutes, step by step. Section 7. Habits at work and school. Small habits are not only for the morning or for exercise.
You can use small habits at work too.
For example, I check my email only 2 times a day.
That is a small habit. It saves time and reduces stress.
Another example is, I clean my desk for 2 minutes before I go home.
Small, easy, but it helps a lot.
Students can use small habits too.
I study English for 10 minutes every day.
10 minutes is not a lot, but every day it adds up.
Add up means to become more and more over time.
Small efforts add up to big results.
Let's practice a conversation at work.
A. You always finish your work on time. What's your secret?
B. No secret. I just have one small habit.
A. What is it?
B. Every morning, I write my 3 most important tasks. Just 3, not 10.
A. That sounds easy.
B. It is easy. That's why it works.
Simple habits, simple English, big difference. Section 8. Habit stacking. Now, let's learn a fun idea. It's called habit stacking.
Stacking means putting things on top of each other, like books.
Habit stacking means you add a new habit on top of an old habit.
The pattern is easy. After I, old habit, I will, new habit.
For example,
After I pour my coffee, I will write one sentence in my journal.
You already pour coffee every day, so it's easy to remember the new habit.
Another example is, after I sit down on the bus, I will listen to 5 minutes of English.
After I turn off my alarm, I will drink a glass of water.
After I finish dinner, I will wash the dishes right away.
Do you see the pattern? Old habit, then new habit.
This is a very powerful and very simple trick.
Try it this week. Choose one old habit, add one small new habit after it.
Section 9. Famous examples of small habits. Many successful people talk about small habits.
Some people write 3 things they are thankful for every night before bed.
This is called a gratitude list. It helps people feel happier.
Some people make their bed every morning. Just that, one small task.
They say if you make your bed, you start the day with one small success.
Some writers write just 200 words every day, not more.
200 words is small, but after 1 year, that's a whole book.
Some people learn 5 new words in a new language every day.
5 words a day, after 1 year, that's almost 2,000 words.
Do you see? Small numbers, big results over time.
This is the real power of small habits. Section 10. Common questions about habits.
Let's answer some common questions about habits.
Question 1. How long does it take to build a habit?
Many people say around 30 days, but it's different for everyone.
Some habits are easy and take less time. Some are harder and take more time.
Don't worry about the exact number. Just focus on today.
Question 2. What if I forget my habit?
That's normal. Everyone forgets sometimes.
Try this. Put a note on your mirror or set a reminder on your phone.
A small reminder helps a lot.
Question 3. Can I have too many new habits at once?
Yes, this is a common mistake.
People try to change 5 things at the same time. It's too much.
Choose one new habit, master it, then choose another one.
Master it means to do it very well and very easily.
Question 4. What if my habit is boring?
Try to make it fun. Listen to music while you exercise.
Do your habit with a friend. It's more fun together.
Or reward yourself after. A little reward helps you stay motivated. Motivated means you have a strong reason to continue.
Great questions. I hope these answers help you.
Section 11. One more conversation.
Let's practice one more full conversation.
2 friends meet after many months.
A. Wow, you look great. What's different?
B. Thank you. I started some small habits a few months ago.
A. Really? What kind of habits?
B. Small things. I drink water when I wake up. I walk for 10 minutes after lunch. I read 1 page before bed.
A. That's it? Just small things?
B. Yes, small things, but every single day, step by step.
A. I want to try that too. Where do I start?
B. Choose 1 small habit, just 1. Start tomorrow.
A. Okay, I will drink 1 glass of water when I wake up.
B. Perfect. Little by little, you will feel the difference.
A. Thank you. This conversation really helped me.
B. That's what small habits do. They help little by little. Quick review. Everything today.
Let's review everything from today.
A habit is something you do again and again without thinking.
A routine is a group of habits done in order.
Good habits help you. Bad habits can hurt you.
You can give up a bad habit and pick up a good one.
Small habits are powerful because they are easy to start and easy to continue.
Remember, step by step and little by little.
To start a new habit, make it small, do it at the same time, connect it to something you already do.
If you miss a day, don't worry, just start again.
And celebrate your small wins.
Small habits change how you feel, too. More confident, more proud, less stress.
Final message. Your challenge today.
Now, a small challenge for you.
Choose one small habit. Just one.
Maybe it's drinking 1 glass of water when you wake up.
Maybe it's saying one new word every day.
Maybe it's 5 minutes of walking.
Choose something very small, something easy.
Do it tomorrow, then do it the next day.
Step by step, little by little.
Come back and tell us in the comments, what small habit did you choose?
We read every comment.
If this episode helped you, please subscribe.
And click the bell for new episodes.
Next week, we talk about how to talk about your daily routine in English.
Easy words, real conversations, just like today. I'm Sharon.
I'm Sulafat.
Remember, big changes start small.
Step by step.
See you next time.